else. I think that they all wanted to take a page out of Miley's book and finish things up. I know they still have Wizards of Waverly Place. They just launched this show, Shake It Up, which I really like. Two girls. I know that Bella Thorne is one of them. I don't know what the other one is. They play Cece and Rocky on Shake It Up. I like that. I think that's a great substitution for Hannah Montana. They're promoting the hell out of this Good Luck Charlie thing. That's awesome too. They got the Para Kings show. Mitchell Musso still doing some stuff with Disney after Hannah Montana, finished up. They played it out like he was going on tour with a band. At the end of season 3, he made some guest appearances on Hannah Montana Forever, and he made an appearance in the finale of the show. But I think that everybody wanted to take a page out of Molly's book, and eventually we're going to see Wizards of Waverly Place take a back seat, be taken off air. I can see Good Luck Charlie going maybe 4 or 5 seasons, and then once the baby gets old enough, the show's going to go off air completely, and she'll probably get her own Disney show. Mia Tallarico playing the baby on Good Luck Charlie has a phenomenal career ahead of herself with Disney, because she is exemplifying so much talent on that show, with talents like Bridget Mendler and Jason Dolly, who plays PJ. Seems like Disney is getting behind a whole new bunch of shows and a whole new bunch of talent, because they realize that their talents are getting up there in age, and you kind of got to have a backup plan when you're dealing with talent that are aging so quickly. But I enjoyed watching them when they were younger. When did you prefer watching Cole and Dylan Stratton on the original Sweet Life of Zack and Cody when they were about 10 or 11 years old, or did you enjoy watching them get older, kind of mature, into the revampment of the show from the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody into Sweet Life on Deck? When did you prefer watching Cole and Dylan Stratton? That's kind of a question I could throw out there to the listening audience. I would have to say I enjoyed watching them both equally when they were younger and when they were older and the show was kind of revamped. I'll be telling you what some of my favorite Sweet Life of Zack and Cody moments were here momentarily. But I think it's a great backup plan when you have new shows you're getting ready to promote, and you're doing such a fantastic job promoting them. I mean, Shake It Up and Good Luck Charlie. Give these shows 6 to 8 months, and they'll be just as big as a show like Wizards of Waverly Place. I guarantee it. And I have so much faith in these shows that I can pretty much put my radio career on the line as well. Give these shows like Shake It Up and Good Luck Charlie 6 to 8 months, and they'll probably be the best shows on Disney, because you have to have a backup plan. Disney are going with this new method of these shows with younger talents of about 10 to 11 years of age, and they think that it's going to work. Now, meanwhile, they're doing a lot of theatrical projects like Mars Needs Moms, the Prom movie, which is going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD coming out really soon. Phineas and Ferb just had the Across the Second Dimension movie. If you saw it on Disney Channel when it premiered, it was a great movie. It featured Slash, the guitarist of Guns N' Roses. Absolutely phenomenal film starring Renee Zellweger and Ashley Tisdale. A bunch of people were in on that one. Great film, and I think it was great. If you saw it, good for you. I think that Phineas and Ferb was actually, for a while there, I was thinking Phineas and Ferb was going to be the show that they were going to get behind and make it their number one animated show, and no doubt it probably is their number one animated show. They also have a video game out now called Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, where you actually have the opportunity to play as your favorite Phineas and Ferb characters and battle Dr. Doofenshmirtz across the second dimension, which is the number one thing to do, according to the commercial. The movie was great, and I just thought of this. Maybe if the cast of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody have nothing to do now that the show is over and taken off air, and the only thing that we're going to see now are reruns of the program, as we are all the other Disney shows that have been taken off air. Maybe the only thing left for them to resort to doing are to be voices on Phineas and Ferb. I mean, Phineas and Ferb can make room. I mean, Brenda Song and Phil Lewis, who were original members of the cast of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck, were voiceovers on Phineas and Ferb, so why not Cole and Dylan Spartan? There were a lot of guest stars on that show, Phineas and Ferb, and that's one of the reasons why it's the #1 animated series right now on Disney Channel, and of course Disney XD, which also picked up The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on deck. And ironically enough, Phil Lewis played a hotel manager on an episode of Phineas and Ferb. His role in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody series, which was kind of ironic, don't you think? Some of my favorite Sweet Life of Zack and Cody moments. You might find this a bit strange, but I think my favorite moment from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was either the Hannah Montana on deck with the Wizards of Waverly Place show, or the Christmas special. Now, the reason I say the Christmas special is because I believe the Christmas special in season 1 was probably the funniest one out of the entire series. Now, I know that the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody altogether probably went about 6 seasons, but that was the one that I preferred the most because it was funny. From the start of the show right till the end, you found yourself having a bit of comical relief. The Christmas theme was there, the hotel was decorated, and it kind of had a baby Jesus type gimmick to it, but I think it was probably one of the most entertaining Sweet Life of Zack and Cody shows that they put together. I thought it was great. It was one of the best Disney Christmas specials to air on Disney Channel around that point in time. I thought it was great. The Christmas special. What was your favorite Sweet Life of Zack and Cody moment? Tell us at Facebook.com, Jonathan Clarke, and YouTube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22. We'd love to hear from you on what your favorite Sweet Life of Zack and Cody moment was. And the reason why I say Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana was one of my favorites was because it was one of the very few opportunities we had to see all the Disney Channel stars kind of come together and do a 1-hour special. It was a combination of Wizards of Waverly Place, which started off the block of television. It followed through with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and it finished off with Hannah Montana. It was a block of television which was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed it. It was an hour of TV, and about an hour and 10 minutes, and it was great. It was funny. Seeing the stars together on one hour special was great. There were 2 of them. There was The Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, and there was Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana, the sequel to the original one, which was a part of the original series of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which of course was on Friday nights on Disney Channel. Tiffany Thornton also made a special guest appearance on the That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana as a hotel client, which was great. I thought it was great, the whole Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana thing, and the whole Christmas ordeal they had. Yeah, the only place I can see all the stars of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on deck heading are Phineas and Ferb. Now, why I say that is because being a voice over for a cartoon character is kind of a stress reliever, I think. And after about 6 seasons of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I think that being the voice of a character might relieve some stress, and it might be a bit easier for them to do. Another thing too is this whole Phineas and Ferb thing seems to have been on here forever too, and they finally made a movie out of it. But yeah, I can see all the stars of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on there for some strange reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. If you're asking me, do I think that the Sweet Life on Deck will become available on Blu-ray and DVD? Probably the first season will be available. Maybe they'll go down the same road with this one as they did with the Hannah Montana seasons, releasing the first one and then not releasing another series until the end of it, when they released Hannah Montana Forever on DVD and Blu-ray. I think they'll go down the same road with that, but you're bound to see several seasons of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody become available for purchase in the Disney section of your DVD and Blu-ray retailer in your area. You're bound to see the seasons become available, just as we saw the seasons of Hannah Montana become available several years ago in 2008. So I think we will see some Blu-ray and DVDs available. I know that some of the shows are currently available on Blu-ray and DVD right now. But we're bound to see several of the seasons of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody available as kind of a celebration of the final episode of The Sweet Life on Deck, which aired on both Disney Channel and Disney XD. Kind of appropriate home for The Sweet Life on Deck to find, Disney XD, just as an appropriate of a home as it was for Kicking It pair of kings and Phineas and Ferb. I think that it had all the elements of a show that Disney XD was looking for when that series premiered. But I think that it's kind of sad that it's over. I will admit to you, I found it sad. I found myself crying during the final few moments of the show. It was a 1 hour special that aired on both Disney Channel and Disney XD. The end of it was the saddest part. I mean, where he tells Bailey that he loves her, and then everybody goes their separate way. You know, kind of choked up there at the end of it. I don't think we're going to see them again on another Disney show. We'll probably see them get a couple of movie deals, as we're seeing people like Selena Gomez starring in Monte Carlo recently, and Vanessa Hudgens, as I said here earlier, in Beastly. We're bound to see them get a lot of movie deals, and Cole and Dylan Stratton are bound to have a movie deal. I can't see them not landing a movie deal with how entertaining they were in The Sweet Life on Deck, which was celebrating its last show several weeks ago. I debated whether or not to come on here and talk about it because I didn't know if it was a fitting topic to talk about, but I think I did a good job with it. I enjoyed the series. As I said, it originally premiered on Friday nights on Disney Channel. I've seen virtually every single one of them, all the specials.